Believe it or not, this 7-cylinder radial engine plane here is quite old. It was made by Wright Aircraft Engines, Whirlwind, and it's had a unique history, this plane. It's for those of you technically minded, a Travel Air D4000. Now, it was lost for a while, restored, and from 1976 to 1980, for 4 years, this was the plane that opened Oshkosh in the United States air show. So we were talking about air shows in previous ones. We didn't mention Oshkosh because we knew that we were going to bring you a series on this plane that actually was used to open it for those 4 years, 76 to 1980 at Oshkosh. So have a look here. These are an aerial Active 2, 1932. Now all these planes fly. That's the important part at Shuttleworth here. Alpha Oscar Echo India. Lovely little chipmunk. Tiger moth. Yeah, it's got twin wings. In fact, there's a few of them here. So these are all privately owned. They're not part of the Shuttleworth collection. No, lovely tiger moth here. Given good weather, they'd be out flying. A few tractors here. A Super Dexter. David Brown. You remember David Brown and the cars. This one's pretty unique. It's an aero model, and it's thought to be the only survivor of that particular model. See how the tyres there? So it's a narrow one. And we've moved up here, and something that's a little bit different up here is the motorcycle collection here, Norton Big 4. Now, we've bought you a lot of motorbikes in the UK with sidecar attachments. This one here is an enclosed sidecar on the Norton motorcycle. So that's something different, two-seater, carry luggage on the roof of it. So that's something more to add to it. A couple of different tractors, an Austin Model R, 1919, solid wheels on it, and an Alice Chalmers Model B from 1950. Once again, notice the narrow tyres for road cropping, things like that. And looking at this Royal Aircraft Coningsby, you'll know that Coningsby is probably the most famous Air Force base in the United Kingdom. And this particular plane had a lot to do with the early history. You can see there that's set up for passenger carrying. A 10-seater there, luggage in the back, and this particular aircraft that you saw front on with two lovely there is an Avro Anson. Two 15-cylinder radial motors, 30 cylinders, so certainly get up and go. Built in Manchester. Now, it went up for auction not all that long ago, 1981, £600 they bought this plane for. Of course, it needed a lot of work done it, and wooden fabric, but many years later, 2002, it was fully restored and it's a regular performer here at Shuttleworth. Now, you have to hear it to know what it's like to hear 30 cylinders starting up. But this plane, it's used regularly. It goes out the runway, through the doors in front of us there, same as the other aircraft in these collections, and performs at air shows. So this lovely U-88 here. It's a 1940 Bucker BU-133. Originally military service with the Swiss Air Force, hence the Swiss flag on the back of it. Disassembled and came to the US and then to the UK, and it is now airworthy. 1922, only a 7-cylinder radial against this big brother there. Two 15-cylinder radials in it. Lovely silver plane here. If you owned it, wouldn't you love to keep it clean here? It's a Byron, sorry, I'll try again. It's a Rhine STM50 S2. Originally military, and then they built them up for stunts and flying shows. It's been repainted, recoloured a number of times in Dutch naval colours, and it's under private ownership, but it goes out and performs too. And I think we've got one more plane left here to show you. Once again, a gigantic radial beast. Have a look around that radial motor. Just in case you didn't know it was what it was, Lycoming. And this is in a Travel Air mystery ship. Now, it's right next to the other Travel Air, one we told you that opened Oshkosh from 1976 to 1980. And this one is a replica, but it's fully flying, of a special production one. It's got disc brakes on it, in behind the cowlings down there. It's only been here for a couple of years, but it's a fully flying example. It was so basically the Navy pilots could go and compete on the open circuit with their air races. So I just thought you'd like to see the badge there in it. Those are the real aerial buffs. So that's a 1929 Travel Air Type R mystery ship. Great for Poland racing. Those at pit specials and things like that. I think it's some of the people that we know that have flown in the Red Bull series. If you ever get a chance to talk to one of them and see them, go and speak to them. So that's the unique and last aircraft here at Shuttleworth. Give us a like, thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and tell us about some unique aircraft that you know around the world. Maybe you've had the opportunity to fly one or fly in one. So it's goodbye from the Shuttleworth collection.